Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
What's going on YouTube? D546. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you're new. Like the video if you like the video. And I won't tell if you click that bell. But let's go ahead and get into this. Alright folks, so this isn't a rant. I may get upset at times during this video, but I won't say that this is a rant. The Giants right now are horrible. They've been horrible for the better part of 2013, since 2013, so about 10 years. We've had our spots. In 2014, Odell got there. He brought excitement to the Giants. 2015, he was still doing exciting things. 2016, 2017, 2018, injury riddled years, but still an exciting player. But where would the Giants be right now as far as like fan engagement if Odell never showed up? Because it has been bad, folks. It's been bad. Because a lot of people say Ben McAdoo came and saved Eli. I think Odell Beckham kind of came and just saved the Giants as far as like making things entertaining, making things worth watching. Because I cannot say as a Giants fan I have had fun besides the years that Odell was out there playing and the year that Saquon was a rookie and last year. And of course 2016. But you get what I'm saying. On a consistent basis, it has not been fun to watch this team. 2016, the offense was so bad that we just had to depend on Odell to make a play for us. But other than that, the offense was awful. It was atrocious. 2017, more of the same. 2018, bad offense, but at least Saquon Barkley brought us some entertainment. And Daniel Jones, besides his rookie season and last year, we just haven't gotten the production. And I'm not going to say that's because of Daniel Jones, because I don't want this to turn into a Daniel Jones debate. I just don't want that. But the team, Daniel Jones, all of those things mixed together, we have not been able to get a good offensive performance. Hopefully, what we're going through right now, what we've gone through the past 10 years, is going to catapult us into a top pick. And hopefully we can get Caleb Williams or Drake May and they can turn this franchise around, because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take a top tier quarterback. If we want different results, we have got to get a new top tier quarterback in here, a guy that is a dude. I mean, you guys get what I'm saying. A dude that's going to come in here and change that entire culture around, turn it into a winning franchise. You see the Patriots with Bill Belichick, and you see the Patriots with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, and you see the difference. The Patriots right now are almost a joke. Bill Belichick in his career historically has not been a great head coach record-wise with Tom Brady, without Tom Brady in his career. I mean, the Browns wasn't good, wasn't great. I mean, he was decent as a Browns head coach, but he was not Bill Belichick that we know. And since Tom Brady's left, he's been a good head coach. Definitely, he's a talented head coach. I still say he's the best of all time. But you see the difference between having a top tier quarterback and not having one. And right now, the Giants, we keep saying the talent level, blah, 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 the talent. We don't have the talent on the team. And that's fine, because I think, especially on offense, like the past couple of years, we haven't had the talent at receiver. We haven't had the talent at offensive line, definitely. But if you take a look at what goes on a weekly basis from all quarterbacks this year, we've seen a bunch of missed throws. We've seen them not really aggressive as you'd like because of the pressure. And just sometimes they just don't take it because of cumulative pressure. They're not as aggressive as you would like at taking advantage of the weapons on our team. Tyrod Taylor seemed like he did the best at taking advantage of the weapons. He got the ball to Darren Waller. He got the ball to Jalen Hyatt deep, but he could never hit Jalen Hyatt in stride. Daniel Jones couldn't hit Jalen Hyatt in stride. And sometimes he just didn't throw it deep. And before he got hurt, he just wouldn't throw it to him. So we got to get a quarterback in here that is going to really make plays far above the X's and O's. People say, well, if you get a quarterback, what's he going to do behind this offensive line? First off, I think the offensive line is playing better. And they're playing better as they're getting healthier. And Andrew Thomas went out yesterday, but came back, though. But they're playing better, I believe. And I don't think the offensive line is going to be some bottom of the league offensive line next year. I think they're going to go out and sign a veteran guard. I think that they're going to be able to bolster this line in free agency and the draft. So I don't think the offensive line is going to be bad for the rookie quarterback. But even if it is, you still take the quarterback. If you have Andrew Luck on the board and you have Trent Williams on the board, and this is assuming that Andrew Luck plays his whole career instead of retiring early, but you're taking the quarterback every time, and you figure out the left tackle and the right tackle and the center. You figure all that stuff out later. But you get your quarterback because that is by far the most difficult position to find. What would you rather have, an elite quarterback and an average offensive line, or an average offensive line, or an elite offensive line and average quarterback? Maybe that elite offensive line turns that average quarterback into a better guy, but I really believe that this league right now is being ruled by elite off of the stat sheet, extra above the X's and O's quarterback play. And that's the only way that this season will be worth it, is if we get a guy like Caleb Williams or like Drake May, who can make all sorts of plays just because they're physically talented. And Dave Gettleman, as he said, they were touched by the hands of God. Just because of that, they can make plays that other guys just simply can't make. And I really like Daniel Jones. I think he's a great dude. I'm going to root for him whatever he plays in. If he retired, I root for him. If he opened up a construction company, I'll be rooting for him to succeed, because I just like the dude. He's a good guy. He handled New York very well. He's handled his media very well. All of the criticism, all of the unfair criticism that he's gotten, all of just the horrible situations that he's had to deal with. But right now, when you're picking as high as we're going to be picking, and we have the chance to turn this ship around, we've got to do it. We have got to do it. Right now, I mean, we're starting Tommy DeVito. He wasn't a good high school quarterback, wasn't a good college quarterback, and isn't an NFL good. He's not a good quarterback in the NFL. Tommy DeVito, as a high school senior, threw 15 touchdowns, or 16 touchdowns as a high school senior. He threw 15 touchdowns as a college senior. And right now, he has more touchdowns than Daniel Jones does this season. He's our leading touchdown passer. I'm pretty sure he is. Pretty sure either that or he's tied with Tyrod Taylor. But in 2 starts as a Giants quarterback, or I think Daniel Jones got hurt last week. So in 1 start, or who knows when all this stuff happened, it's just been a blur. But basically, in less games that Daniel Jones has played, Tommy DeVito has more touchdowns than him. And it just shows you I would not say Tommy DeVito is a better quarterback than Daniel Jones, but it's just frustrating to just see what's going on out there. I was not excited for this game. When Cordell Flott caught that interception, I wasn't excited, to be honest with you. When great plays happen for the Giants, I just couldn't get excited because, first off, I know that this big play we made isn't going in the direction of us winning the game. Second of all, there's just nothing to look forward to this year. We probably will lose out if we continue with Tommy DeVito. And I'm not going to be a guy that ever roots for us to lose a game once the game starts. But I think that it's in our best interest to just lose out so we get that number 1 pick, because the Cardinals just got Kyler Murray back. They're going to win at least a couple more games. And we got to make sure that we get that number 1 pick. We got to make sure we secure it, because we are horrible. We can use the talent. We need a quarterback. We need an offensive lineman somewhere along that line to help us out. We need an edge rusher. We need a wide receiver. We need a ton of things. And the higher we're picking in each round, the better we're going to be able to do. Daniel Jones has done a great job here. done a great job as a citizen and in spots last year as the starting quarterback. But I think it's become abundantly clear after 5 years that he is not an elite quarterback. And that's fine. Maybe he can go somewhere with a better situation and make something happen. But right here, it's just not going to work. And we have got to go out there and make something happen and get the quarterback that is going to turn this thing around. People may have their opinions on who it is. I don't care who it is. I just want to see the Giants score 24 points a game. Is that too much to ask? I mean, the last time we've done that is since 2015. It's been 8 years since the Giants offense has been able to go out and average more than 24 points a game, more than 23 points a game. I'm just at an impasse. I waited so long for this season. We were so excited coming into this season. I really thought that Daniel Jones would be able to come out and ball. I thought the offense would play well. I thought that Darren Waller would be a 1,000-yard receiver. I just thought so many great things about this season. And it's all over. It's been over for about probably 2 or 3 weeks. It's been over. But just awful, just disgusted. What we've had to see the past decade, for the most part, has just been inexcusable. And hopefully this is where it stops. Hopefully this is where the mediocrity stops. And this is beyond mediocrity. We've gone to the territory of it just being bad football. When you watch other teams play, it looks like you're watching NFL football. When you watch the Giants play this year, 2 years ago, the year before that, it doesn't look like football. It just doesn't look like. I don't know what sport the Giants are playing, but it doesn't look like they're playing football. Here's to hoping that the suffering is finally going to end. You made it this deep into the video. Come on, just hit the subscribe button. I make Giants content primarily, draft content secondarily, and during the season, I'm going to be doing a lot of reacting to pretty much most of the NFL games and everything NFL. So if you made it this deep, go ahead and join the D6 squad.